Out of all the teams that didn't make the playoffs in 2023, I don't think there's a team that's better set up for the future than the OKC Thunder. Somebody with top 10 player in the NBA potential in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a 20-year-old combo guard that had a triple-double in the play-in tournament, Jalen Williams, who was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year race. You also have the second pick in last year's draft, going to be a rookie this year coming over in Chet Holmgren. You have great role players outside those guys like Lou Dort, Isaiah Joe, Kenrich Williams, and some other young talent as well, like Alexis Pukajevsky, Jalen Williams, JRE, Trey Mann. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We're going to be rebuilding the 12th overall pick, OKC Thunder. Mark Daigneault is honestly an underrated head coach. He's definitely going to be here for a while. And the world is the OKC Thunder's oyster at 12. They could look to trade up. They could just trade out of the first round completely. They don't really need to add a rookie in this year's draft. Or they could take a flyer on somebody that maybe takes a little bit of time to develop, like a Bilal Coulibaly. They could look at Ryan Rupert. And I'm going to go with best player available on whoever falls to me at pick 12. I don't plan on making any draft night trades at the moment. We also have to realize we're the OKC Thunder, not the biggest free agency destination, even though the Thunder have had plenty of stars over the last decade, starting with Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony at one time, now SGA. They've all gotten them either via the draft or trades. So yeah, we're going to be developing pretty much our roster throughout the same process. Wemby goes 1, Brandon Miller 2, and Scoot Henderson 3. Keontae George goes 4 though, that's a shocker. I was thinking about him at 12. The Dallas Mavericks trade the 10th overall pick for Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward. Interesting deal. And I ended up taking Jordan Hawkins, the shooting guard out of UConn. He's somebody that can provide us some leadership coming in out of a national championship team. Good defender, knows his spots in the offensive side of the ball. Somebody that doesn't need to be the ball handler or somebody that needs the ball in his hands at all time. He can be a secondary player and play off of some screens and some sets. And we can still let Shai and Giddey do all the work as the lead ball handlers. And later in the first round, I'm getting Ryan Rupert as well. He's probably going to be in the G League to start the season. I think that's great value for him though. So the Thunder and the Nuggets actually made a trade the other day in which the Thunder are giving up their least favorable first round pick next year in exchange for a 2029 first from the Nuggets. Denver also got a second rounder as well. Well, I kind of killed it in the second round here, and I think this City Sissoko pick actually belongs to Denver, so I will be trading City Sissoko to Denver, but getting Leonard Miller at 35 and Ryan Rupert at 30, I love getting those project players there. We also got Kobe Brown, out of Missouri at pick 50. Like I said, I'm going to sign City Sissoko, in which I can't. You know what? Can I sign Sissoko? Okay, yeah. So we're going to not sign Kobe Brown, unfortunately. He was never going to play for us. I don't even think I was going to use a G League spot on him either. So yeah, we probably won't have our first round pick next year, but I plan on being in the playoffs, which is going to be fine 100%. So we're going to pick up the team option on everyone here. We do have a trade to make though, because we have basically like 15 guys that I think deserve minutes on the team. We're not extending any of these qualifying offers because if we look at the roster right now, like we're giving 35 minutes to Shai and a bunch to Giddey, Williams, Dort, Joe, Holmgren, and then like, I don't even know who's going to get minutes out of like this group right here. So I don't think I'm going to make any free agency signings. We're going to assess this team maybe at the start of the year. I'm going to renounce the rights on literally everybody. Brook Lopez stayed in Milwaukee. Nikola Vucevic and Miles Bridges both go to Utah. D'Lo back in LA. So player progression, we do see some regression to Lou Dort. That's something to definitely keep an eye on. That is unfortunate. And to Aaron Wiggins also. All right, so I do have to cut one player. It's going to unfortunately be Aaron Wiggins. I'm going to send Ryan Rupert to the Oklahoma City Blue as well as Leonard Miller. All right, so we have a 10-man rotation right now. Jalen Williams, odd man out. Injury to Poku or Kenrich Williams. He'll get in there. Trey Mann may get traded very soon, and there's Jerry also. But yeah, we got Shai, Giddey, Dort, Williams, and then Chet Holmgren in the starting 5. We have Isaiah Joe, Usman Jang, Jordan Hawkins, Alexis Pukajevsky, Kenrich Williams off the bench. Under Mark Daigneault's system, he likes to be pace and space, which we will go to. 3.5 stars right now. First game of the season's at home against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and we end up getting blown out. Okay, Shai had 33 points in this L. That is unfortunate. Then we got a road game against the Portland Trailblazers, which we do end up winning by 10. Okay, Shai with 35, 6, and 7. Josh Giddey 14, 9, and 14. Chet Holmgren 12 and 5 in his second game of his career. So yeah, we basically have 2 lottery picks this year with Chet Holmgren and Jordan Hawkins. We get blown out by the Houston Rockets. That is no fun. Shai is on a scoring rampage to start the season. but we don't really know who's going to be that number 2. Josh Giddey has struggled to shoot the ball, so has Chet Holmgren. Then we got back-to-back games against Dallas, in which we lose by 6. Well, that's just wonderful. And then a home game here against Dallas as well. We should be able to win at least one of these. There we go. We end up winning by 7. Lost to the Timberwolves by 28, but then we end up beating the Spurs. Chet had 29 and 8 in this one. We were 3 and 4 to start the year, which is not bad. Make that 4 and 4 after we beat the Spurs twice. I think I'm going to make some quick changes to this team. Like, I think we could be a playoff team, and I don't want to be like 8 or 9 games under 500 at any point. So if I feel like we're slipping a little bit, I'm going to make some changes to the rotation. Lose to the Pelicans and the Warriors is unfortunate, and please beat the Lakers. Okay, we are 4 and 7 right now. This is where I'm going to make some changes. I think we need to get more touches to Josh Giddey 100%. Lu Dort has been fine. I think Chet is maybe got to cool off on the 3-point attempts. Maybe Ousmane Dieng might lose some minutes. Isaiah Joe needs to be better if he's going to be playing that much. Yeah, like Chet has a 60 shot tendency. I'm going to lower that to probably a 20 for at least his rookie season. Now, with these changes, could we maybe beat the Warriors? There we go. Giddey's fine, so is Shea, but we end up beating them by 8. I basically gave less minutes to Isaiah Joe, and then he hit 6 threes when I give him less minutes. We gave more to, honestly, Shea and Giddey, but Giddey only played 28 here. Chet had 5 points in 26 minutes. Okay, but Jalen Williams 20 and 7. That's nice. Road game against the Heat. They're 8 and 2. Ugh, that was gonna be an L. Back-to-back road games. Washington and Boston. We have to beat Washington because I don't think we're gonna beat Boston. And of course, the opposite happens. We're 6 and 9 to start the year. Not a nice record, but Shea played well. We lost by 3, but then we ended up beating Boston, which doesn't make any sense to me. Home game against Philly. Okay, there we go. We beat them by 18. 3 steals and 3 blocks for Shea. And boom, there we go. We're on a little bit of a winning streak. All right, Giddey, 4 to 6 weeks. It's aggravating. I don't know if I want to take him out of the rotation. So we've basically been a 500 team this year. Josh Giddey's fully healthy again. Like, we just ended up blowing out the Chicago Bulls by what, 36 points. Shea had 27, Giddey 21, 15, and 5. Glad to see he's healthy again because he needs to get that efficiency up. Lu Dort has been good this year. Like, I will take that efficiency out of him 100%. It looks like Isaiah Joe might be more efficient in a less volume role with just a lower usage. Jalen Williams has been fine this season. 38 from 3 is really good. Road game against Detroit. Can we please beat them? No, we got blown out by Milwaukee here. Yeah, I don't think Chet is ready to guard Giannis. And I got to also see and identify if Jalen Williams is the long-term 3 or 4, because then if not, we'll just have to make another switch. Like, if he's the long-term 3, I'm fine with Lu Dort coming off the bench or moving Lu Dort eventually, but if he's the long-term 4, that's fine, because it could be Lu Dort at the 3, it could be Zhang, maybe Jordan Hawkins plays up a little bit in size, but yeah, ooh, okay, we are on a 4-game losing streak. See, we're kind of going back and forth. We've been very inconsistent to start this season. Jordan Hawkins gets a right shoulder tendonitis injury. He could play through it 4 to 6 weeks. We're 22 and 25 right now. If we lose, definitely. Okay, we have a great defensive game against the Lakers, and then we blow out the Raptors. I was ready to make some more changes to the team, but like, there we go. We just whip out a 3-game winning streak after going on a multiple-game losing streak. Beat the Pelicans, but we lose to the Jazz, and like, we've had some tough losses here. Like 2 points on the road to the Jazz. Almost came back in the fourth quarter. Jalen Williams had 30 in this one. Then we ended up being a good Pelicans team by 12. And it looks like Zion is hurt. What else is new? Then we lose to the Knicks by 2. That's brutal. And then we beat the Heat. Like, we are back and forth right now. We're 27 and 27. Let's see if we have any All-Stars this season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an All-Star, averaging 25.5 points, 5.6 rebounds, 8.1 assists. That's impressive. 37 from 3, 89 from the line. And we lose 2 games up until the deadline. We lost by 6 to the Blazers here. I could be a buyer at the deadline for sure. Bradley Beal's on the trade block, but I'm not trading for him. RJ Barrett's on the trade block. I don't really think we benefit by getting RJ, even though it is an interesting idea because we could 100% give up the assets or have plenty of assets to do so. Same with Michael Porter Jr. Nuggets are disappointing. I would love Aaron Gordon on this team, honestly. Yeah, Nuggets championship hangover. They're at 26 and 28, negative $50 million in cap space. Let's see here. Aaron Gordon's making $21 million, which is a decent amount, but $22 million next year and then a player option. We're paying Shai a ton of money. We will eventually have to pay Giddey a ton of money, but I wonder if I can get enough to intrigue the Nuggets here. Now, Poku has good value and would save them some money. I would give them their first round pick back in 2027, and I would give them back their 2029 first. I would also give them Tre Mann as well. So Poku, Tre Mann, and this is basically 2 first round picks because I'm not going to take their 2029 first. in exchange for Aaron Gordon, somebody that is a great defender. We can see how good, he's not even a role player. I would say he's better than a role player. Like Bruce Brown's more of a role player, but how important he is to a championship team this year for the Nuggets. They have a championship hangover. They're getting towards that hard cap with Jokic. Murray's going to need a new extension soon. They're paying Michael Porter Jr. I don't really want Michael Porter Jr., but I'm going to give you an offer for Aaron Gordon. Now, yeah, you're going to get Poku. I would even give you, I don't know if they prefer JRE over Poku, but yeah, we're going to give them Poku, Tre Mann, and theoretically 2 first-round picks for Aaron Gordon, and they say yes to this. All right, so Aaron Gordon is going to get 30 minutes a night. He's going to be our power forward. I'm going with Jalen Williams as our 6th man, better scorer than Lu Dort, so we're going to go with that there. And wow, I just love this defensive trio of Shea, Dort, and Gordon. That's really good. Off the bench right now, we have Ousmane Dieng, who's playing well, and I want to develop Ousmane Dieng, because in a couple of my Thunder rebuilds, I never normally keep him, and I honestly think he's playing very well this year. And then we have Hawkins, Joe, and then Kenrich Williams. So that is the big trade we make. We go out and we get Aaron Gordon. Maybe we overpaid, maybe we didn't. You guys can let me know in the comments. Let's hope that he can help turn this team around to be a top 6 seed in the West, because currently, let's see how many games we are back from that. We are, what, 27 and 29? Yeah, we're about 3 games out of the 6th seed, so it's 100% possible to get. Losing to the Knicks by 3 is not going to help that cause, though. Can we please beat the Sixers? Okay, and can we go into the All-Star break on a high note? Ugh, okay, we lose to Cleveland. We beat San Antonio. Oh, this is going to be an interesting final stretch of the season. So we're here at the contract extension deadline. We don't have anybody to deal with here. And we ended up losing to the Nuggets right after the All-Star break. Poku had 9, Tre Mann had 9, Gordon had 9 against his former team. Everybody, I guess, just had 9 points against their former teams. But it's nice to see Tre Mann getting some playing time there again. Can we please beat the Grizzlies at home? There we go. And Aaron Gordon gets hurt. Luckily, he could play through it, but that is pretty brutal. Can we beat the Grizzlies again? They're only 32 and 39. This would actually be huge, and we end up losing by 17 because Ja had 51. All right, we get 3 days off. Can we beat the Nuggets on the road? There we go. We end up beating them by 5. Shea with 35, Jalen Williams with 29 points. We play the Nuggets again. All right, come on, let's beat them. I guess, yeah, we are in the same division, and then we lose by 18. Road game to the Pelicans. We win. I'm kind of scared we're not going to make the playoffs. And Josh Giddey gets hurt, unfortunately. And we are 33 and 39. Make that 34 and 40 as April starts. We lose one more game. We are going to finish at best under 500, which kind of sucks. And hey, we're 38 and 41. Where are we right now in the playoff or play-in tournament hunt? We are currently the 10th seed. We have a game over the Kings. Can we at least get to the 7 or 8? I would be very happy. We beat the Nuggets. There we go. We beat them by 7. Shea with 33 and 12. Lu Dort, 24 points on 10 shots. Please beat the Timberwolves. Come on, beat them, beat them, beat them. Yes, let's go. We end up beating them by 34 points. And in the final game of the season, we could finish 500 if we beat the Warriors. And we do. We end up winning by 6. So what a great finish to the end of the regular season. We're in the play-in tournament 100%. So we have a lot of momentum going into the play-in, which is nice. And shout out to Kuminga winning most improved. But yeah, Trae Young won MVP, so he's on All-NBA first team. LeBron, high left ankle sprain, he is hurt. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets All-NBA third team honors. All defensive second team honors as well. And we get Chet Holmgren on All-Rookie first team. 12.5 points, 3 offensive rebounds a night, 9.5 total rebounds a night, which is very good. 2.6 blocks, and shot 36 from 3. It's a good rookie season. And yeah, the Lakers are the 1 seed. So hey, if we're the 8 seed, maybe that's not the worst thing in the world because LeBron is hurt. But yeah, here were the end of the season stats. I liked Aaron Gordon for us. We got Jalen Williams, who did shoot 36 from 3, but had a well below average true shooting percentage. Josh Giddey is, he broke his leg. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize it was that serious. But he should be back if we make the play-in tournament in round 1. Or excuse me, if we win the play-in tournament. So Lu Dort might start at the 2 for us. I did kind of start Isaiah Joe towards the end of the year because he shot 40 from 3. Yeah, Rupert and Leonard Miller. Unfortunately, I can't see their G League stats, but they're probably going to get some playing time next year. All right, so it's going to be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting 42 minutes, and we have Isaiah Joe, Lu Dort, Gordon Holmgren, with Jalen Williams, Ousmane Dieng, Jordan Hawkins, and Kenrich Williams off the bench. The Utah Jazz signed Vucevic and I believe Miles Bridges, so their team definitely got better. We outscored them by 8 here in the first quarter with about a minute left. Jalen Williams off to a great start off the bench. Oh yeah, come on. Let's finish strong here in the first half. We don't. They come out playing much better than us in the second, outscored us by 10. Shai's playing well. Jalen Williams is playing great. He needs to shoot the ball more for sure. They've Sexton, Cam Reddish is getting minutes right now. I feel like we're the better team. We are, and we should beat them, but oh my god, we choked there towards the end of the third. Oh, and we're down by 10 here in the fourth. Down by 5. Down by 3. Down by 3. Come on, down by 1. Can we please win this? Please? Let's go. Oh, back and forth. Who's going to win? And we win. Let's go. We end up winning by 5 as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 40 freaking points. Jalen Williams had a very efficient 19. And, you know, maybe it's worse that we're going up against the Warriors, but I don't care. I'm just glad we made the playoffs. So this is the first time the Thunder made the playoffs, I guess, since 2020 when they had Chris Paul. And yeah, we're going up against the Warriors who bench Clay, or they no longer have Clay, or he's hurt. They no longer have Clay. I'm not sure, like, where he is, though. Oh, he was in the Terry Rozier trade. Okay, so they traded for Terry Rozier and Davis Bertans for Klay Thompson. So Clay's on Dallas with Luka. That's actually a great fit. Game 1 against the Warriors. We're going to get Giddey back. Let's go. I don't think I'm going to be playing Jordan Hawkins in the playoffs. I'm going to go with Isaiah Joe over him. Game 1 against the Warriors, we end up winning. Oh, yeah, by 15. Steph had 39, but Shai had 51. Giddey with 23, 9, and 10. Game 2, we ended up losing by 1 point. All right, that's fine. Giddey took 20 shots. Giddey, I don't know if we want to do that right off the broken. Well, there goes my playoff hopes. Shai is out for 46 weeks. We somehow won the game. Shai got hurt, though. Did he not even play any minutes in this game? No, he didn't. He got hurt in game 2, but we won game 3. Okay. Watch us win this series with Shai out. That'd be kind of crazy. Giddey had 27, 7, and 8. Jordan Hawkins back in the lineup here. Game 5, we end up losing. Yeah, I mean, no Shai. Well, I didn't expect that to happen in the playoffs, and we ended up losing in 6. No surprise there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting hurt. Giddey was really inefficient for us this season, which is kind of a bummer. And LeBron James, who came back healthy, is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Tatum, your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. So you have a Celtics-Lakers Finals. Almost happened this year, and the Celtics win in 5. Chris Paul retires this season. That is a bummer. He could be considered a Thunder legend. But yeah, when I was naming all the stars in the beginning of the video, I completely forgot to mention Chris Paul, which is a shame on me. And do we get any lottery picks? Boom, there we go. We end up getting the 3rd overall pick from the Clippers, who get extremely lucky in the lottery. We also have the 11th pick via the Thunder, and the Jazz pick, which was top 10 protected. We get it at 14. We also have Miami's pick at 18, Washington's pick at 19, and we know that Denver's going to get our pick at, I guess, 17. So I think in this case, like, Denver would have gotten 19, but it's not the end of the world. I'm probably going to trade some of these picks either. I don't need 5 more first-rounders coming in. So we're going to bring back Mark Daigneault on a 4-year extension. I didn't even realize Chip England was an assistant in OKC. All right, so I'm going to draft most of these guys, and then I'm going to trade them because they'll have higher value once I draft them. The Raptors with the number 1 take Montes Puzelas. Almost just couldn't say that there. Xavier Booker goes to the Chicago Bulls. At 3, I'm going to take Ron Holland out of the G League Ignite. At 11, I'm going to take Alex Sarr, who actually I might keep to be our backup center next year. The Kings just traded the 12th overall pick for Trey Jones and Sekou Doumbouya. Wait, remember him? We're going to take Mackenzie Mgbako here with the 14th overall pick, Tyrese Proctor here at 18, and Kobe Walter here at 19 out of Baylor. We're going to sign everybody here but our 2nd round pick, Zion Cruz. We're going to pick up mostly everybody's team option here. I have to make a trade or something. All right, so I'm going to offer this trade with the Houston Rockets. I'm getting a Nets 1st round pick, which has good value, and Alperen Sengun, who's in the final year of his rookie contract. We're giving them Ron Holland, Mackenzie Mgbako, Alex Sarr, and Kobe Walter. I'm moving Sarr because I don't mind it because I'm getting Sengun back. I have Lu Dort, and I have like Hawkins and Jalen Williams and Repair. I have so many wings. I'm going to move some of these guys that we just drafted. Basically, actually everybody we just drafted mainly, besides Tyrese Proctor. So they're going to agree to that offer. All right, I'm doing another 4-for-1 here. I wonder if I can get a 1st round pick out of this as well, though, from the Kings. So I want Kevin Huerter because he's an upgrade over Isaiah Joe. I don't mind moving Kenrich Williams, Jeremiah Robinson, or was he going to crack the rotation? And I moved Leonard Miller because I'd rather play Ryan Repair over him for Huerter and a future 1st. And they agree to that. So yeah, we upgrade that Isaiah Joe sharpshooter specialty position off the bench from Isaiah Joe to Kevin Huerter. That's a dub in my opinion. As Jaylen Brown actually returns to Boston. Okay. Oh, wow. We see some elite player progression this year. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm not going to find minutes for Repair. I might not even find minutes for Jordan Hawkins this season. He's going to be the first guy in case an injury happens because look at this team. It's so deep as it is. We're 4-star pace and space. And when I like build through the draft in this team, I like to keep a little bit of the core. Like I obviously want to keep Shai and Giddey and Jalen Williams and Shep, but I think it's also cool to keep Lu Dort around. And I did want to keep Isaiah Joe for a little bit, but we can upgrade him with Kevin Huerter. So I plan on being a top 5 seed in the West this season. And if we're not, I don't care. I'm trading all our picks and Jalen Williams for a superstar to make sure I'm not in. There goes Chet Holmgren, unfortunately. So that's why we got Sengun. Oh, this is brutal. Kevin Huerter dislocates his left patella. He's out for the year, and maybe in 2K's world, it's like 2 weeks. But we are doing well right now. We are currently 35-19. it's looking like we are going to make the real playoffs, right? A top 6 seed playoffs. And do we get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as an all-star starter? We do not. That is unfortunate. But he is an all-star. And so is Josh Giddey, who's averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. What a bounce back year from last year. He should win most improved. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing SGA things. Also an all-star reserve. Giddey's actually 3 in MVP race. And Shai is 4. Do we get Shai most improved, or excuse me, Gideon most improved? And we do. And of course there's Poku. But yeah, I guess Kevin Huerter wasn't doing too much for us, but you know, he was shooting 38 from 3. Dort's efficiency has been a little bit worse this year, but his free throw percentage has been up, but yeah, it's down 4 percentage points in his true shooting aspect. Şengün's averaging 14.5 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Giddey and Shai are killing it, like I said. Aaron Gordon has been very good for us as well. He could opt out at the end of the year. I don't plan on making any trades at the deadline, and we're 38 and 20 at the deadline. So much better than where we were at last year. I could actually re-sign Aaron Gordon, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to give him a 2-year extension worth about $14.5 million, and he agrees to come back. Looks like Jalen Williams wants to leave. I'm not surprised. I don't blame him either. All right, yeah, so we are killing it. Ooh, and as I say that, Ousmane Dieng's out 2 to 4 weeks. Oh my God, and I'm like the second to the last game of the regular season. Jalen Williams, high left ankle sprain, out 8 to 10 weeks. So he's out for mainly the playoffs. That's brutal. And we ended the season on a 4-game losing streak, basically from when Jalen Williams got hurt. So yeah, we're basically without our 6th man for the playoffs. That hurts a lot. Josh Giddey does get most improved player, like I said he should have. We don't get MVP though. Does Shai Gilgeous-Alexander get on an all-NBA team? I don't know how Julius Randle is doing it, but he's on one. Yep, we get Shai on 3rd team. We also get him on all defensive 1st team as well, which is pretty sweet. Do we see anybody that we traded? Ron Holland is here on all rookie 2nd team. We ended the season as the 2 seed going up against the Mavericks in round 1. Did we lose it in like the last week of the season to the Jazz? It looks like they had it kind of already locked up. So yeah, the rotation changed a lot throughout the season. Shai was the consistent number 1 guy, and then we had Giddey at 2. Şengün was the 3rd highest scorer. He's somebody that probably shouldn't be taking this many threes, but he's pretty good. Aaron Gordon, I like him either next to Chet or next to Şengün there. Jalen Williams is still at 4 to 6 weeks, which is unfortunate. There's Chet Holmgren, who is still the starting center for us right now. I think I'm going to have Şengün come off the bench. Jordan Hawkins was a little bit better. Maybe in year 2, you actually could say he's a little bit worse. There's Lu Dort, who is definitely worse, going from 55% true shooting to 51. And yeah, we're without Kevin Huerter as well. All right, so it's going to be Shai, Giddey, Dort, Gordon, Holmgren, and the starting 5. And then we have Şengün, Jordan Hawkins, Ousmane Dieng, and Ryan Rupert off the bench. System proficiency is 4-star pace and space. This Mavericks team we know has Luka Doncic. They still have Kyrie Irving. They got Josh Green, Jackson Hayes, Wendell Carter Jr., Jaden Hardy off the bench with Andre Drummond, THJ, Shake Milton, and Jock Landale. We do win game 1, though, by 20 points. A very defensive-heavy 4th quarter there. Ryan Rupert, first career playoff game, 13 points in 14 minutes. You just love to see that. And then we win game 2 because Shai just dropped 58 points. What the He is absurd, man. Giddey had 23, 9, 9, and 3. Aaron Gordon had 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 point for Şengün. That is kind of crazy. Shai had 58. Game 3, we pick up the victory by 13 points. Shai with 31 and 13. Giddey 22, 9, and 11. Holmgren 28, 4, and 3 blocks. Oh yeah, there's Aaron Gordon getting it done, and Lu Dort also. And did we pull off the sweep? We do not. They end up winning game 4. Okay, Luka says, I see you, Shai, getting 58. I'm going to get 55, 8, and 17 right there. Yeah, Shai shot 5 for 15. He did have 17 assists, though, and we end up gentlemen sweeping them. We beat him by 10. Aaron Gordon with 27, 10, and 3, and we move on to take on the Houston Rockets. So, yeah, we'll see if any of the rookies we traded away are going to come back and bite us. How's Keontae George been? Pretty good. Yeah, I really wanted to take him at 12. We'll see who wins game 1 as Jalen Williams has a sore left knee. He's not even in the rotation, so I don't know what's up with that. We win by 38 points. Aaron Gordon with an efficient 24. Shai with an efficient 30. Wow, Şengün 18. Hawkins 16 points in 17 minutes. 17 rebounds for Chet Holmgren, too. Ryan Rupert, 10 points in 14 minutes. Game number 2, we end up winning. Let's go. 135.99. Shai with 38, 13, 7, and 2. Game 3, Jalen Williams is healed. All right, we're up 3-0. We scored 48 points in the 4th quarter. Shai with 41. Chet 27, 11, and 2. And let's pull off the sweep. Oh, Hawkins is hurt. Okay. It could be worse. Yeah, it could be worse. And do we get the sweep here? Nope. They end up winning game 4. So is it going to be back-to-back gentlemen sweeps? Let's see. Game 5. Oh, man. Okay. Shai had 49 in this L. Let's not blow a 3-0 lead, please. and we end up winning in 6. There we go. We end up winning that, or beating them by 19 here in game 6. Shea with 54. He's averaging 35 in the playoffs. He's had multiple 50-point games. 20 assists for Giddey as well here. And then here we go. Taking on the Utah Jazz. You got Cavs and Boston over on the other side. They have Sexton, Lonzo Ball, Lowry Markkanen, Miles Bridges, Jalen Duren, Walker Kessler, and Jalen Duren. Oh, they have the 2K beast in Duren. Killian Hayes, Tillman Clark, and Grady Dick. That's a good team in Utah. And they beat us. Oh my god, they blow us out by 29 points in game 1. Damn. I honestly think we didn't play all that bad. We shot above 50% from the field. 12 for 30 from 3. That's not bad at all. That's 40%. Jordan Hawkins is back. Let's go. But we end up losing by 5 here. Game 3 is going to go to the OKC Thunder. Let's go. We won by 13 points. Giddey with 27. Shea with 30. He did have 5 turnovers. So Ousmane Dieng has been struggling. I'm going to probably remove him from the rotation, and we're going to get Jordan Hawkins in there. Ryan Rupert is shooting 37 from 3 for us in the playoffs, but we end up losing game 4. Damn. All right, so Sengun played well here. He did. Game 5. Oh, Rupert's hurt. And let's see what happens. We end up staying alive. 3-2 here. Shea with 25 and 11. Can we force a game 7? Yes, we can. We end up winning by 12. Let's go. Are they going to blow a 3-1 lead? As Ryan Rupert is back on the road in Utah. Oh my god, okay. We got off to a really good start, and we just blow it right there. Jeez, we're down by 10 right now. What a horrible second quarter. Good lord. We get back in the third. Okay, they have a horrible third quarter. Come on, let's stay alive. Let's control this game. Up by 10. Up by 9. Up by 9. Up by 9. Oh my god, up by 6, okay? Up by 5. Oh my god, what the fuck just happened? We really just blew that game and then lost in overtime. 137-133. Jalen Williams had 24 points in 25 minutes off the bench. Wait. Oh, wait, no. Jalen Williams is back. Oh my god, he got back for this game. I didn't even realize that. Wow. I thought that was Jalen with an I. Well, that's unfortunate that we ended up blowing that game. And if the Jazz win it all, I'll be upset. Now, they ended up losing anyway. Donovan Mitchell was your finals MVP. Oh, that sucks, man. Losing there in the conference finals. In 7 games, we almost came back down 3-1. We also have projected the 2nd pick from the Clippers and the 7th pick via Brooklyn. So, yeah, we end up with 2 and 3 in the lottery. We also have 21 via Philly after making it to the Western Conference Finals. We're going to keep Mark Daigneault as our head coach still. I'm going to see if I can get not Doc Rivers. Maybe Chris Finch as our top assistant. There we go. All right, I'm making this trade. We're going to be trading the 3rd overall pick in the draft, Kevin Huerter and Tyrese Proctor for Jimmy Buckets. We have the cap space to take him on. We will have to re-sign some guys in free agency. We keep Lou Dort. We keep Jalen Williams. Let's get Jimmy Buckets. No, they say. What? Okay, what about if instead of giving you pick 2, I also give you 21, 25, and 45? They say no? They really are going to give me Jimmy Butler, and I'll give you the Clippers first next year. What? Really? Really? Jimmy Butler's an expiring deal at the age 35. Okay, thank you. I'm going all in next year. You don't need Jimmy Butler. That was an amazing return for him. Dylan Harper goes number 1. We're on the clock at number 2. I'm going to be taking Ian Jackson here, another wing. And then we ended up getting Javon Porter at 25. I'm going to sign Pat Dame, but that's it out of the second rounders. We're going to pick up the team options on everybody here. We might have another big trade to make this offseason. We just went out and acquired Jimmy Butler. Think about all the good wings that have come through the Thunder, including this rebuild now. Because you got KD, you got Harden when he was a shooting guard, you got Paul George, and now you got Jimmy Butler. So yeah, like Giddey and Sengun are both free agents. I'm going to match whatever deals they get. Let's see if Giddey gets a deal throughout moratorium. Yeah, he gets one from the Knicks. We're going to match that. Do I even have money to bring back Sengun? Oh my god, negative 98 million. He gets one from the Spurs. Can we match it? All right, there we go. I'm sure Jimmy Butler is going to regress here. Only 1 overall, though, which is fine. Chet's up to an 87. Honestly, yeah, we need to clear up some roster spots, or excuse me, minutes in the rotation, but I might not even make any trades. Like, injuries are going to happen. Why not be, like, 12, 13 guys deep that can play in the playoffs? Like, if I don't really need to make any more moves. So, yeah, we have Shea, Giddey, Butler, Gordon, Holmgren with Sengun, Williams, Ian Jackson, Jordan Hawkins off the bench. And then we have a ton of talent in there. Like, yeah, I'm going to find minutes for Lou Dort. Probably play him over Jordan Hawkins for now. But if injuries happen, these guys are going to cycle in. 4-star pace and space. Let's be the 1 seed in the Western Conference this year. So, we don't have any All-Stars this season, which probably means, yeah, like everybody's averaging like 19 points a night because we have so many guys that are good scores. Wait, what? How isn't Shea an all-star? Yeah, and I promise I'm not missing him. We are 37-15 at this current moment. We are losing some games. And we're the 3 seed in the Western Conference. I thought we were going to be the 1 seed this year, which we still 100% can be. Let's just hope that we're relatively healthy come playoff time. Let's get an extension done with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Maybe that'll get the morale up. Yeah, we'll give Aaron Gordon another 1 year on his deal. Luka Doncic ends up with the MVP award. Dylan Harper, Rookie of the Year. Damian Lillard, 6th Man of the Year. In Portland still, though. We don't get Coach of the Year. Shai is on All-NBA 3rd team. Shout out to Keegan Murray making All-NBA 3rd team as well. Shai on All-Defensive 2nd team. We had 8 guys in double figures this season. We're taking on the Kings in round 1. They got De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell. Whoa. I thought that was Davion Mitchell for a second. Taylor Hendricks at the 3. All-NBA 3rd team Keegan Murray at the 4. How is this team an 8 seed? I mean, yeah, they need an upgrade at the center spot, but they should be so much better than, like, I feel like their roster on paper. Can we beat them in round 1? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Shai tears his left ACL in the playoffs. He's out for the playoffs, and he's going to be out probably at the start of next year if we don't win it all this year. And folks, this is why you guys maybe don't make any trades. So, do we want to go Ian Jackson? Yeah, we can do Zhang Dort, Ian Jackson, Şengün, Chet Holmgren, Aaron Gordon, and then it'll be Jalen Williams at the 3, with Jimmy Butler at the 2, and Josh Giddey at the 1. Can Josh Giddey carry us? Maybe, we'll see. Him and Butler are going to get 37 minutes apiece, and then we'll go 32 to Chet. So we may lose this series now. Yep, we lose game 2. Okay, this is going to go great, isn't it? Game 3, we lose. Come on. Jimmy had 36 in this L. Game number 4, don't go down 3-1. God damn it, I hate 2K so much. Like, we were going to win it all for sure, and we end up losing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander game 1. We win game 5, but by 1 point. Like, we are screwed here. No way we win game 6. I mean, it would be cool to come back down 3-1 for sure. But this is just round 1. This isn't the finals. And it's looking like we are going to force a game 7. We beat them by 31 points. I need Josh Giddey to do that for me every night if we want to even think about doing something in these playoffs. Because, you know what? We're up by 13 right now. If we come back down 3-1, that'll be pretty sweet, and it's looking like that's what's going to happen, all right? The Kings blow a 3-1 lead. Josh Giddey with a 21-point triple-double. But now we got to take on the San Antonio Spurs, who have Wembanyama, Dylan Harper, who was just the number 1 overall pick, Branham, Keldon Johnson, Shohan, Okongwu off the bench, Wiseman, Collier. Yeah, they're probably going to beat us. I'm just going to be negative, because then, you know what? We could just kind of surprise ourselves. Chet Holmgren is horrible offensively. At least shooting the ball in game 1. But you know what? Jimmy Butler with 33. Josh Giddey with 24. Whoa, I did not mean to press the simulate the entire round, but we ended up sweeping them, so I'll take it. Giddey's averaging 24, 8, and 13. Jimmy at 21 points. Let's see if we can beat the Pelicans here, who have Cason Wallace, Dyson Daniels, Ingram, Zion, Neemias Queta. I forgot about him. Herb Jones. All right. I feel like we should beat them and go to the finals. Yes. We win in 7. Okay, we're taking on the Cavs. Did we almost just blow like a 3-0 lead? Okay, we were up 3-1 and we almost blew it. But hey, we're in the finals without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's why I didn't want to make any trades, because something could have happened here. Can we beat Cleveland? They won it all last year, swept round 1, but barely beat the Magic or Hawks. Game 1, we beat them by 16. Can Jimmy Butler and Josh Giddey carry this OKC Thunder team? I don't know. We lost game 2. They don't have Donovan Mitchell anymore, though. Yeah. Game 3, we win. That's huge. Can we go up 3-1? Giddey with 41. Oh my God, he's a beast. We go up 3-1. Yes. We win by 2. Come on. No Shai, no problem. No Shai, no problem. The OKC Thunder win the 2026 NBA Finals. Josh Giddey stepped up. The next man stepped up, and he is your Finals MVP. Wow, that was pretty cool to win it all without our best player. Just shows how much of a stacked team that we built here in OKC. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video. So yeah, we got the Pelicans and we got the Raptors next with these lottery rebuilds. I am recording this before game 5 tonight, so you will see an elimination rebuild. Whoever gets eliminated in the finals, if it's the Heat, it'll be a Heat elimination rebuild. And then say the Nuggets win in this example, I'm going to do an 82-0 challenge with the Denver Nuggets. So those will be like my final 2 rebuilds with the Pelicans and Raptors lottery rebuilds before the draft next Thursday. Not this one in a few days. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.